Just waiting for the YouTubes here to catch up with us. Hello, happy Monday. Monday. Start of a new week. That's a good start. Except for a small blip today. Just a little small blip. Otherwise, it's good. All right, let's just get some things cleaned off here. Let me clean my glasses and also this guy. Pardon me. I have to clean the little lens on the lenses. My phone there. Hello, happy Monday, and happy stamp and die release day, right? We are here to take a look at the reveal of the September Stamp and Dial release, Layle by Mail. If we haven't met before, hello to you and welcome. My name is Dirty Glasses. No, my name is Layle Kankar, and I have a business called Layle by Mail. Anyhow. I always have my little spiel there that I say about traveling, but it's all good. I don't need that spiel tonight because, as I said, I have a business called Layle by Mail. I make lots of things, manufacture lots of different products, stamps and dies and traveler's notebooks, traveler's notebook inserts, paper collections now, 12 by 12 paper, die cuts, oh my gosh, tools, storage pouches, so many things. I'm like my little own, I don't even know. My own little, whatever I am, whatever. Anyhow, so you can find all those products on my website at laylebymail.com. And there I also sell other manufacturers' products as well. But we are here, this ecosystem, that is what I'm going to say, this own little ecosystem. It just took me a minute. But we are here tonight to take a look at some brand new products that launched earlier today on my website at laylebymail.com. Some new stamps and some new dies. So I have a lot of really fun things to share for the next maybe hour or so. And then I have a really funny story to tell. Well, it wasn't funny at about 2 o'clock today. But now in retrospect, I can look back and go, okay, well, it all worked out. So I'll share that in a minute. Really quickly, let me take a look at the chat and see who is here. If you're watching live, welcome to you. There is a live chat that takes place, and you can join in that chat if you'd like, letting your little fingers do the walking, and I'll check to see who's here. If you are watching the replay, welcome to you as well. Although you can't join in the chat because it is in the past at that point, you can see what was being said real time in the chat, but you can kind of chat with me by leaving a comment on the video. If you are here, which I know doesn't make sense because you wouldn't hear it if you weren't here, I would love a thumbs up. If you want to give us a thumbs up, that'd be awesome. If you would like to subscribe to my YouTube channel, turn on notifications, that way you always kind of know what is going on. All right, so with that said, let me take a quick look at the chat, and then we'll flip the camera and take a look at all the goods, because that's why you're here, right? You're not here to look at me. You're not here to listen to me, although you'll have to listen when I rotate the camera. But I know you want to see what's new. So let's take a quick look. Hello, Tabitha. And congratulations to The Secret with Adeline. I saw that today in the Facebook group. Very exciting. Mizelle, hello. Carrie is trying to walk the dogs and watch at the same time. So best of luck to you, Carrie. If it gets too much, just set the dogs down. They'll be fine. Obviously pay attention to the dogs. You can come back and watch the replay. Hello, Amy. Welcome. Amy, if you don't know, is my right hand, my left foot, all the things. So while I am walking through everything that's new, Amy will be including links in the chat so you can see where to find what I'm showing. But also in the description box of the video down below, you will find a link to the September Stamp and Die release. And that is where you'll want to go to see all the things I'm showing you. There's a couple more links there. We'll talk about those as well. So hello, Amy, and welcome back. So happy to have you back. Amy's been on vacation for a wee bit and always is missed when she's gone. Hello, Janine. Hello, Lisa. John and Kathy Keener. Kathy. Hello, Debbie. Debbie, will I be seeing you in a couple of days in Southern California? I hope. Hello, Paula Crafts. Mimi. Mimi said hello, everyone. She can't wait to see. Mary J. Blige is in the house. She said, anybody else order any of the new goodies yet? I know some people have, because orders have been coming through today, which is always exciting, right? Carrie said, between the Dear December season pass, new stamps, and Vicky's collections, there are so many good things coming. I know, it's crazy, right? It's that time of year when lots of good new products are coming. Hello, Dina, 3090 from Kettering, Ohio. Ms. L, hello. Amanda said hello, Layle and friends. Brenda, Laura Cahill, hello. Carol Hodges, your own little crafting company. I know, right? It's a little crazy to think about. My own little ecosystem. That you were all very much a part of that ecosystem, because like when they took the wolves out of Yellowstone, you take one little piece or part out of the ecosystem doesn't do so well. So you guys are all very much a part of the ecosystem, and I appreciate that. Maritza, hello. Oh, Mimi, thank you. I always know when I come here, and we have our little lives. You guys are always so good for my self-esteem. So thank you. Mimi was complimenting my hair and the color. Thank you, Mimi. Very much means a lot. Virginia said hello just in time. Amanda, yes, Amanda and I have been emailing back and forth today. Migraines, I know, Amanda. I hope tomorrow is a better day for you. Thank you. Oh gosh, stupid ads in the chat. I hate that. Hello, Mary Peck. Always fun to see you. Whenever I see Mary Peck in the chat, just puts a big smile on my face. I mean, all of you, but Mary, yes. Tina, hello from Atlanta. Morgan, hello. Wendy McTurk. Maritza's here from Las Vegas. Marion, guess what? She got her nails done today in the Layle pink color. I love that. Marion, Anna Cortez, right? Is that? I think that's Marion. So Marion, I have to tell you, I was very near Anna Cortez. Anna, right? Yes, something like that. I just lost part of it. I was in Washington State this past weekend for a wedding, and my sister lives in Cedar Willie. And so I saw a sign for your town, which I thought, I'm like, oh, I know that town. Very exciting. I waved to you as I was, probably not even close, but on the freeway. Hello, Brenda, Tracy. Tracy got her nails done in Layle pink too. So I wish it was called Layle pink. It's not. It is 601 Ballet Slipper. I think it's a D&D color. And I am going to have a fresh coat put on my nails tomorrow morning. Yeah, that's kind of one of my little signatures. It's been for, I don't know, maybe like 10 years. I like that you guys are embracing it as well. Melinda's here excited to see the new release. It's funny that you guys both recently did it. I love that. Amanda, shifting things out to bring in the new. What a sweet concept, right? I love it. Hello, Karen from Southern California. Sandy S. from Texas. Debbie Collier. Yeah. I know I butchered that a little bit, Debbie. Apologies. Hello from Boise. Gracie Creates. Hello. And Debbie Haynes from Sydney, Australia. So those are the folks that have popped in the chat. Welcome to you if you are watching live, as I said. If you are just here not chatting, welcome to you as well. All right, let's get down to business. Let's rotate the camera, turn off some lights, turn on some lights, and then we will be ready to not play, but be ready to share. Now, there'll be a little bit of a glare until I take things out of the package, so just bear that with me. Bear with me. Yes, I know, Marion, that's so funny. Mike, I know that it's the gateway to the San Juan Islands, but I just didn't know that you were that close to my sister. And yes, we were there in town for a wedding, a family wedding in Bellingham, which was lovely, just lovely. All right, let's get these lights in and let's start to look. Oh, poor Reggie. Poor Reggie is out the door. Now, in case you don't know, I have to say this all the time. Reggie is a cat, not my husband. There is something very funny that Tabitha shared. I was saying something earlier this week, or maybe on Saturday, and Tabitha's boyfriend was, within earshot, and he thought I was talking about my husband. He thought Reggie was my husband, which was kind of funny based on what we were talking about, which led to quite a humorous a discussion in the Layle by Mail Facebook group about pets and what if they were your roommate and things like that. Hello, Heather Graham. Nice to see you. You leave for Nova Scotia bright and early tomorrow. Well, I hope you have a wonderful trip. All right, friends, let's dig in. Don't be distracted by all the pretty things. We're going to just focus on one little stack at a time. Starting with this. This is not part of the September Stamp and Die release, but this just arrived last night. And I tell you what, I don't know how it was delivered. The giant box of the Dear December postage stamp dies. These were released late August, and there was a little bit of a delay, so they just arrived last night. These are now shipping. So if you had placed an order for these started shipping today. Today is September 15th, 2026. And if you've been holding out on these, well, guess what? They're here now. So I'm going to show you a couple things about these guys first, just so you know they're here. So the Dear December postage stamp dies were designed to go with the Dear December postage stamps. So you can create your own custom holiday stamp, little kind of postage stamps. The dies make it super simple because then you can cut out your stamped postage stamps, all right? So these are now here, the two together. So what I thought I would show you just very quickly, a couple of things. I played a little bit this afternoon. I had a lot to kind of play with. So I thought I'd just show you what I did here. Something like this, stamped a bunch of different little stamps. They're kind of what I call a Build-A-Bear stamp, meaning that you have the outside postage stamps on these guys that you can then in turn stamp something different in the center. Different from that same postage stamp set. So I stamped all of those together on one sheet and then put the dies on top like that. So I took my little dies, put them on top, ran them through my die cutting machine all at once. And then out popped 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 little cute fun postage stamps, right? So as we look at that, excuse my inky fingers because I was playing today. So what's fun about those, all of that little die cut, you don't have to get out your fancy scissors. You just use a metal die and you get that really fun postage stamp effect. All right. So cute, cute, cute. You can do lots of different things with those. If you do December dailies, if you do December documented, if you're doing your own greeting cards, mini books, layouts, whatever it is, tags, great for those things. And then there was one more. So that little guy, again, kind of that Build-A-Bear style where you are stamping once and then stamping again in the center. So that one, all done that way. What I thought I would share is a beautiful card that my friend Becky designed. This you will see on the website under the Dear December stamps and postage stamp die. But she used a couple of different Dear December stamps to create that card. Isn't that card stunning? So you can see that on the website with the die and also with the stamps, but she did a little bit of embossing with gold embossing powder and then stamped different colors and used the die on that one. But isn't that just gorgeous? So lots of fun things to come from the design team and from myself using that stamp and die set. You can buy the stamp separately, but anyhow, and I will tell you, because this is what happens, this die is very generic, right? It is really, if that didn't say Dear December, you'd be like, oh, that's a really awesome, just little postage stamp die set. So what you will see coming in 2026, lots of fun postage stamps that work with that die set for lots of different things. So stay tuned for that. All right. So that is, just wanted to talk about that really quickly, get that out of the way since those just arrived last night, finally. Amy is adding now that, and we knew what the measurements were, obviously, before we actually received the physical, but Amy is adding measurements to a lot of the stamps and dies on the website tonight. She's been on vacation or holiday, so she will be adding those tonight, Mimi, or tomorrow. I probably shouldn't speak for her. In the next couple of days, let's say that. All right, yes, super fun, right? Super fun. All right, next up, let's take a look at these guys. This is one of the 5 new stamp sets as part of the September stamp and die release. These are Reggie numbers large. They are designed to go with the Reggie Alpha large lowercase solid, that's a mouthful, stamps, alpha stamps, right? So these little guys measure 1 inches tall. And as I said, they coordinate with Reggie Alpha Large lowercase stamp set. Now, coordinate with those, but by itself, that's just a great all-purpose number stamp set. Now, before somebody says, Layle, oh my goodness, I hate to tell you this, friend, but you missed a number. You missed the 6. Didn't miss the 6, it's the 9 upside down. Or the 9 is the 6 upside down, all right? So you have 9 stamps for your 10 numbers, and then you can obviously pair those, combine those. So you can purchase that individually, or you can purchase that in a bundle with Reggie Alpha Large Lowercase Solid. Those two go together, all right? And then just while we're talking about Reggie, Reggie is the cat. These are named after Reggie the cat, but there are also two other Reggie Alpha stamp sets. You have Reggie Alpha outlined, uppercase, lowercase, numbers, and punctuation, and then you have Reggie Alpha, uppercase, lowercase, numbers, and punctuation, all right? And these have been around for a while, as has Reggie Large Lowercase Solid. All righty, next up, oh, I know, I wanted to show you a couple things. Design team has been working extra diligently, extra hard, and there are a number of projects that you can already see associated with some of the stamp sets already, and obviously more to come. But let's take a first look at this guy. This is from Ty Cortez, and she did a fun little list here, kind of her fall dopamine menu. So things that she wants to do in the fall to kind of make herself happy. So you can see she used those 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. You will see this one come back in a minute because there's another new stamp and die on this. She used the some papers and die cuts from the fall holiday season pass to create that fun list. All right, so we'll come back to that one in a minute. Next up, we have By the Numbers Layle. Amanda, the stamp die for Christmas is not in the book project kit. Yes, I plugged in. Thank you, Mimi. I plugged in. I forgot to remove the cord. Thank you for the reminder. Amanda, there are 3 products. Well, not 3. The December documented mini book project kit for this year uses the Dear December collection. It does not include any of the stamps or that die. So if you are thinking about, I saw your question, Christy, hang on. If you are thinking about wanting to add that to your December documented mini book project kit, you'll just want to add those separately. Let's see, is there a way to get a die bundle in the shop too? Christy, a die bundle for which one? For which one, hun? Let me know. All right. So next up, we are looking at By the Numbers Layle. So there are a number of different By the Numbers stamp set. You have By the Numbers Allison, which was inspired by my dear friend Allison, and it's similar-ish to this, but with a different font. But this one, By the Numbers Layle, it's called By the Numbers Layle because that is my writing. Your little handwritten numbers there are nestled into each of those number stamps. So that is one single stamp, but you have the number and then the handwritten number on a little line. That is part of each of those numbers. All right. So that is By the Numbers Layle. All right. Next up, let's take a look at 2 new die sets. All right. So we're going to start with Documenting the Details. So the Documenting the Details stamp set has been out there with a little Reggie hair on it. Has been out there for a couple of months. And right after we released the Documenting the Details stamp set and I started using the stamp set, I'm like, oh, hello, Layle. We missed the die set. So we subsequently have now released a coordinating metal die set to go with that stamp set, which makes it really easy to kind of make your own die cuts. All right. So this has been out for a while, Documenting the Details stamp. Now we have the coordinating, Documenting the Details die set. So 9 metal dies coordinate with your 9 stamps. And I thought I'd just show you, this is what they look like. All right, so when you stamp and then use the metal die, It just makes it so nice because these you can put now anywhere, right? You could put on top of a photo. You can add as a fun little die cut as opposed to just stamping on something, right? Sometimes we're afraid or hesitant to stamp on a photo because we're not sure if we have the right ink. Now you can do that. You can do, and just don't mind me there, I just didn't quite get it stamped all the way. You can stamp and then use that coordinating die set to cut out all of your little pre-stamped pieces. And something like that, you could just stamp on one sheet and then lay all your dies up on that same one sheet and then run it through your die cutting machine once, and then you've got all your fun little die cuts. Christy, like the new stamp bundle, a new die bundle with all the dies. You know what, Christy, that's easy to do. Amy, will you do me a favor? Will you make note of that? And will you go to our graphic designer extraordinaire and send her an email and ask her to put together a bundle image for that? And Christy, yeah, watch for that in the next couple of days. Wendy said, do most of the dies work on smaller machines like the Sidekick, or do I need a big one? All of the dies work on this guy. So yeah, ooh. Hang on, let me just unplug that. It's in the wall from when I was playing today. Let me put it into my little guy right here. So yes, it will work with your Sidekick. I've used it with the Griffin Empress Mini, all of those dies. So, and that's just a little, little small guy. So you can kind of see, there's my hand, little small guy. And these I saw on the website too. I'm going to use this on one of the dies. As we're kind of taking a look at things today. All right, so that is documenting the details. Now the coordinating metal die set. Oh, Christy, your husband had hip replacement surgery today. Oh, goodness. Well, happy healing to him. From what I understand, we have a good friend that had a hip replacement, male. I mean, not that that matters, but I don't know if they heal faster or what. But he was up. I mean, they really, with the hip replacements, try to get you up and moving pretty quickly. So he was good as new in no time. I hope your husband is good as new in no time. All right, next up, we have Glimmers 2. So the Glimmers 2 stamp set. This also came out a number of months ago. I want to say maybe with the July release. And of course, as soon as I started using that, I went, duh, Layle, why didn't we do the die at the same time? So now, as part of the September release, you have the Glimmers 2 die set. All right, so your Glimmers 2 die set is going to cut out all of your Glimmers 2 stamps. Now, you don't need to have the die set if you already have the stamp set, but if you have a die cut machine and you like creating your own little die cuts, right? That's kind of a no-brainer, those two together. And if you already bought that, well, add on the Glimmers 2 die. So as we just looked at with documenting the details, I thought I would just show you these little guys. They just make them just such a cute little, just a nice cute little accent. And I've just, stamped all these guys on little white cardstock. But I can't wait to now use these dies on my Glimmers lists, right? So that one has 12 metal dies, and there are 12 stamps that were released in that Glimmers 2. So cute. Just look at these. They're just so nice and cute. Just a nice, really nice, fun little size. Gosh, there's a lot of these, right? 12. All right, there we go. There are all of those little guys right there. And that's the Glimmers 2 dies. And Amy just linked both of those in the chat. And again, if you're not watching live, in the description box of the video, there is a link to the full release. So you can see everything there. But with these guys, you can buy the die a la carte, obviously, if you already bought the Glimmers stamp set. Or there's a bundle. So if you haven't picked up the Glimmers 2 stamp set, then you have a bundle of the Glimmers 2 stamp and Glimmers 2 die. And here this is what I do when I get new stamps and dies. I unpackage them, right? I take them out of these little packages and then I put them in my stamp storage sleeves. When there is a die, then I use there is a product on the website that has the stamp storage sleeve and either 4x6 or 5x7 little magnetic sheets. And then I just store them together so they're right there together when I need them. All right, next up, we are going to take a look at, I love the entire release, but yes, we'll look at the next thing because it just makes me happy. It all makes me happy. Next up, oh, that's what I had this for. I was going to put those in the tray. Oh well, we'll get to that. Next up, the in the box scallop. If you've been around with me for a while, you know that I love my little in the boxes. This is the third in the box series. In the box, then in the box 2, and now there is in the box scallop. All right, in the box scallop. There's also a coordinating die set. All right, so 2 stamps, 2 dies. Buy them a la carte, and really, I mean, I would say use them together. However, you do not need to have this one to go with this one. I'll kind of show you something fun how you could use this even without the stamp, but use them together. In the box scallop metal dies, stamps and dies. All right, so as you look at this, there are the 2 little dies, and this is what I did, and I was just kind of playing around a little bit. So I put them on these little pieces here, the paper and the die cut are from Kelly Bang's autumn, what is that called? Vintage, hold on. Kelly Bang's Autumn Archives collection. So put them on that guy. Actually, I stamped first. I stamped using a little bit of rusty hinge, right? A little bit of rusty hinge, and then die cut them out. And then just put them on another fun piece of pattern paper. Added a little die cut there. So you can use your in the box scallops for writing your lists and things. Or you can also use them as just a little bit more of a decorative element like I did on that top one there. Now what you have left over after you cut that out, you have this piece, right? So this now becomes a little frame in and of itself. So I could use this on a piece of cardstock and do my little list in there or add my little photo in there. So as I said, I would use them together, but you could also just use the dies for something fun like that. And that is in the box scallop. That is your 2-piece die set and then your 2-piece stamp set. Aren't those fun? Paula Krebs said, I love that your dies are not connected together. Cutting those kind of dies apart is not fun. Yeah, they are not, I don't think we have yet. That's not to say that we would never do that, Paula, but as of yet, we haven't connected any of the dies that you then have to go in and cut apart before you use them. Amanda, I'm going to jump into the travel ones here in just a sec. All right, that's actually the last set that we'll look at because that one has a little bit of a funny story to go with it. All right, next up. This one, if you were with me on, I don't know, we listed last week, maybe Tuesday night. I did, you guys were like, please, we want to see a sneak peek. And I shared this one. So you may have seen this, maybe not. This one is the camera stamp. All right, so it's a camera, right? It's a fun camera. It's about 4 inches wide. You have the camera, and then you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 little words and phrases that can go with the camera, all right? So the camera stamp set by itself, it's fun. It's totally fun. However, when you pair that with the in the camera pocket die, it really comes to life, all right? So that's a metal die that you can use with that camera stamp. So let me show you. We're going to actually take a look at this in action. Then I will show you a couple of examples with it. So I have already pre-stamped that on that little piece of pattern paper. I'm going to bring in my little Griffin Empress mini die cutting machine. I have my plates here. If you haven't used a metal die before, really quickly, I'll just kind of tell you what we're doing. We're basically making a sandwich. We are making a bologna sandwich with white Wonder Bread. So my plate is my white Wonder Bread. That's my bottom piece of bread. Here I have my bologna. This is my magnetic mat. That goes on next. Then I have my Kraft Singles sliced cheese, right? Because if you're making a bologna sandwich, and I haven't eaten a bologna sandwich since I was in like 3rd grade, but you know, we can all picture that. So my metal plate is my bologna. This is my stamped image. That is my Kraft Singles cheese slice. And then this is my lettuce. All right, my die is my lettuce. So I'm just building my sandwich. I'm going to take my metal die. I'm going to place it with the raised edge down. I'm going to just place that. Let me get a little bit closer to myself here. Oh, all right, Layle. I was not quite paying, I didn't quite give myself enough of room there, but that's okay. We'll see how that works. So I'm just lining it up. Everything looks nice and even, right? It looks good. And because it's a magnetic mat, it is holding that in place. The die machine that I am using, the plates include that little magnetic mat. And then we'll put our second piece of Wonder Bread on top, right? So my little Anna Griffin Empress mini machine here, die cutting machine, is electronic. Now you don't need an electronic machine for your metal dies. Any kind of hand crank die cut machine will do, right? This one just makes it a little bit easier because it's powered, it's automatic. So we'll turn that little, turn the power on there. I'm putting that sandwich plate into that little slot there. And I am clicking run. That's going to pull that through. You heard that kind of, that was it kind of coming out the back end. Basically the way that your die cutting machines, whether electronic or whether manual crank, there are plates inside. There are plates that roll your die through. There's a lot of pressure that is being applied when those plates are getting rolled through. So that is actually, it's that pressure that is cutting your paper, or in this case, our craft single, right? So now we pull all that off and we have that. So basically that die is cutting the camera, but it's also cutting little wings here. And those wings are scored, and it's those wings that are going to create the pocket for us. So as I fold those all underneath, I would then come on the back side here and add my adhesive here, 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 and here on those wings. And when I adhere that to something, that is now creating a pocket for me. Now, when we take a look at the different things that you can do with that pocket, I did a little bit of playing here. So I stamped on a piece of my white grid pattern paper. I created a pocket to put memorabilia in from a trip, right? So I can add memorabilia to a pocket like that in my traveler's notebook. That is designed at 4 inches wide, very specifically, so it fits on your traveler's notebook pages. But 4 inches is also a great size for your 12 by 12 layouts, a great size for your mini books, a great size for your cards. So it's kind of an all-purpose stamp. And then when you pair it with that metal die, a pocket. All right. So then let's take a look at a couple of other examples. Oh, hang on, back up, put a pin in that one. Let's jump back to this one really quick. This is a traveler's notebook spread that Marcia Ferris from my design team created using the scallop stamp and die. So she created little cute little just journaling blocks there for trick or treat memories. So cute. That isn't that such a cute spread? And how she used those stamps and dies. The product that she used with that is from the fall holiday season pass kit. All right, so forgot that guy. And I also will just, while we're there, come back to this one. We looked at this for a minute when we were looking at Reggie numbers, but I said we'd be coming back to it. So Ty Cortez, also on my design team, used the in the box scallop stamps and dies to create those little blocks for the things on her dopamine menu list for the fall. Super cute, right? She also used product from the fall holiday season pass. All right, now we can come back to this. So Nolana Lynch created this. She created a pocket for a mini book, a travel mini book that she is working on. She used gold embossing foil to stamp and then used the die to cut out. But look what else she did. Look at the center of her camera. She used a 1.5 inch circle punch. So I can come in here once I have used the die, or I could fussy cut that out too, right? If I didn't have a die cut machine, I could still make a pocket by fussy cutting that out. Now I haven't glued this yet or adhered it, so let me just get in here. But she used a 1.5 inch circle punch to punch out the center of that camera. Now that becomes like this little peekaboo for whatever you're putting in the pocket. So if you look at that again, you can see part of the photo showing through the little center of that camera. Isn't that fun? That was such a fun idea. Then we'll look at another example of that stamp and die. Another fun Traveler's Notebook spread from Marcia Ferris. She created a pocket, added photo strips into her pocket, and then punched a circle to go on top of her camera, right? So it's not showing through, but she put something on top. Kind of similar to what I did here. I didn't punch a circle, but put a die cut on the top center of that little camera lens. Such a fun idea. Marcia also used product from the fall holiday season pass, and she used Reggie numbers for her 10, and then Reggie large lowercase alpha for the rest of her title. This with the design team has been a very popular stamp and die set. So we've got lots of fun examples. Then we have this fun Traveler's Notebook spread, again from Ty Cortez. She used the words from the camera stamp set to stamp a background, and then stamped the camera on a piece of cardstock, and then also stamped more words from there. Isn't that fun? Just such a fun idea. All right, now I'm going to show you one. Actually, I'll show you one more thing once we get to the last stamp and die set, and we'll kind of reference it. Here was just another example that I did. What we want to remember when we're using stamps and dies, we don't only have to stamp on plain cardstock or white cardstock. Now, some pattern paper tends to work better than others when you are stamping a stamp set like this, right? This is a pretty neutral, not a lot going on that pattern paper. You can put it on something like this, but when you do that, when there's a lot going on, you kind of lose the look of the stamp, right? The look of the stamp kind of got lost a little bit in this. It's a little bit harder to tell it's a camera. You can do that, but sometimes you just maybe want to be thinking about what you're going to stamp on before you do it. All right, let's look at the chat. I love that you guys love the camera stuff. Jillian, will we be restocking the travel word strip stickers? Yes. The postcards and passports word strip stickers are temporarily sold out. They've been on reorder. I have them on reorder with my supplier. Hopefully maybe another 1 to 2 weeks. So just stay tuned for that. And I'm just holding that up because there's one of those little word strip stickers. Best thing to do when you see a product that is sold out on my website is to click the little box next to that product that says email me when available. When you do that, it will have you put your email address in, and that process is automatic from then on out. So as soon as we add inventory of that product back onto the website, it automatically generates an email to you. So no human intervention involved. We don't have to keep track of anything. And then you know it's back in stock. All right. I love that you guys love the camera and the pocket. I will tell you that is let's see, third in the series. I had to think for a second. Third in the series of in the right. So this is in the envelope. That in the envelope stamp and die set. So you have the envelope, and then you have the envelope die with the little wings that fold underneath that create a pocket. So you have camera, and in the camera pocket stamp set, you have in the envelope, and then you also have in the, actually, is it the fourth one? Hold on, my back is turned to you just very quickly while I'm looking. We also have in the pocket, where's in the pocket? In the pocket. Oh, here we go. In the pocket, the library pocket die. So we have in the envelope, in the pocket, in the camera. Now, there are more coming. There are, I think we've designed 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 more. So, yeah, this is a series, right? You see the series of the in the pockets that we will continue to work on because they're great for our travelers' notebooks, but they're also great for our 12 by 12 scrapbook layouts, our cards, mini books, all the things. All right. Okay, so now let's take a look at the last stamp and die combo. So the stamp set, these are travel words. All right. This is the 6x8 travel word stamp set. It has 18 pieces on it. So let's look at this. I pre-stamped it, so it may be a little bit easier to see this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 large travel words. 1, 2, 3 small icons just to fill in the space on the stamp set. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 words and phrases that you could pair with any of these or use all of those on their own. All right, so travel words. Now, there are coordinating dies that go with these. The coordinating dies, there are 2 of them. You have travel words 1 and you have travel words 2. We opted to put these on 2 different die sets because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If we put all of these on one die set, that would be a pretty expensive die. So we put them on 2 different die sets. You can pick and choose. You can decide you want something a little bit more fun with these 2 guys with 2 other words, or go with this one a little bit more plain, or you can buy the 2 together in a bundle, or you can buy the 3 of these together in a bundle. Now, the reason why we would offer these 2 together in a bundle, because you don't have to have stamps to use these dies, and I'll show you what I mean by that. I will kind of tell you a little story before I kind of show you some examples. I'll tell you a fun little story about a free stamp set that is now coming with, for a limited amount of time, that is now coming with the travel word stamp set. This I discovered around 2 o'clock today. So I don't know, a wee 6 hours ago. So Layle had a bit of a panic moment today. It's all good. We came up with a really good solution, but I will tell you what happened. So today, as I am playing with some samples, starting to stamp and things, I went, oh, hold on a minute. We have a little bit of a problem. We have this nice large journey that is bigger than the journey stamp. And we have this nice large destination that is a little bit off from the destination stamp. Oh, but it gets better. We have the Discover stamp that is larger, or excuse me, Discover die that is larger than the Discover stamp. And we have the Adventure die that is a little bit off from the Adventure stamp. All in all, we ended up with 4 stamps that did not coordinate correctly with the coordinating dies, right? So you panic when that happens because I'm like, uh-oh, there are 4 of these that will not work with these. So what do? Well, we put our thinking caps on and we work with an amazing supplier, one of our stamp manufacturers, and we say, hey, guess what? We're in a bind. We have a little emergency. Can you help us out? The team gets together. I talk to shipping, my shipping team. I talk to my graphic designer. We talk to the stamp supplier, and we come up with another stamp. Another stamp that is the correct size for the coordinating dies. And because it's our mistake, this stamp now comes free with this guy for a limited amount of time. And that is whether or not you order the dies to go with it. And the reason behind that is I'm like, well, right now we know if you've ordered the stamps and the dies together. So we could say, okay, Sally, you ordered the stamps and the dies together. So I know you need this guy. So we'll send you this for free. What I don't know is maybe now you order this and down the road you order these 2. And then you discover, uh-oh, I also need this. So for until we run out, until we sell through our first round of this travel word stamp 6x8 stamp set. You also get free a 4x6 stamp set. So, and then we just threw in that little smiley face, because what else do we do besides smile when we realize we made an error? So errors happen, not too often, knock on woods, but like I said, Speedy graphic designer, really great supplier that works with us. They're shipping this set to me this Thursday. So this will be here to ship next week with that guy. So it actually works out well for you guys, and you know, a little bit more expensive for me, but in the long run, I'm glad I discovered this today as opposed to live. Then I would have felt like a really ding-a-ling, and especially before you guys started to receive these, and then you had to tell me, hey, Layle, you have a problem. So all works out well in the end. That is the travel word stamp set 6x8, which will also, until we sell out of the first round of those, we'll also include that 4x6 stamp set. And then you have travel words 1 and travel words 2. So you can get all of those together in a bundle. You can get these guys in a bundle, or you can get any of them by themselves. So let me show you why these guys are also a la carte. I mean, all the dies are a la carte, but you don't even need the stamps for these guys. And I want to show you why. Let me show you why. These little guys here, I have cut out just using cardstock. And that's by design, all right? You do not need to have the stamp to use the dies, right? And that's my amazing graphic designer, the way that she designed those. You can use with a stamp, but you don't have to. And actually, it's actually a little bit easier if you don't use with a stamp, right? If you're using the dies and just go ahead and stamp it on cardstock. So there's an example with black cardstock. Here's an example with patterned paper, right? No stamp, right? Just the die. Aren't those cute? Travel, explore, go, see, do, and escape. And then this is, oh, let's put that guy with it too. This is what it looks like stamped. Now, my stamps, this is when I was in panic mode when I realized that we had an issue with the die. All is good. But I stamped first, so not the greatest stamping, not the greatest die cutting. But if you stamp first and then die cut, with these dies, it gives you a kiss cut, all right? So basically, there is no border around the outside. It gives you a kiss cut. So with the kiss cut, you really don't need to stamp first, right? If I had that color cardstock, I could just stamp, or excuse me, die cut without stamping, if that makes sense, all right? Same thing there. That's just me. Same thing there. Kiss cut. And same thing there with a kiss cut. Here's an example of, did I stamp first? I did stamp first. I stamped on white first and then die cut out. So just a little tiny bit of white because I didn't quite get it lined up right. But if you are just die cutting on black cardstock, then you get a perfect, perfect, perfect cut. All right. Now let me show you one example, one little fun example. Susanna Lee put this little layout together, and all the examples that I've shown you, with the exception of this guy, I need to photograph that and then I'll put it up. Are on the website under each of those products. So Susanna did a couple of different things here. So she used just the dies, all right? She cut out escape, explore, and discover using cardstock, all right? She did not stamp and then cut. So you don't need to stamp first. You can just cut. She also used the camera, stamp, and die. And for what she did, she used that as a little spot to tuck her journaling in. So you can see this on the website. That little folded tag comes out and opens up, and then her journaling is in there. So if you're somebody that really doesn't really like your handwriting, that pockets like that are a great way to hide your journaling. Or you may have some journaling that you don't really want everyone to see. A little hidden journaling there in that pocket. She also cut out, you can see the center of that camera, because that's what we're seeing underneath there is that little tag underneath. All right. So fun, right? And, you know, I'm glad we were able to pivot very quickly. Again, thanks to amazing graphic designer that was able to do this for me very quickly. And then stamp supplier who was able to now put that into production, and it will ship to me later this week. And then we'll ship it to you guys. So, all right, my friends, I've missed tons in the chat, I think. Amanda said, I think I may need stock and Layle my mail. Amanda, you know what? Let me rotate the camera here, and then I'll talk to you guys so you can see my face instead of just hear me. At this point, we're growing. We are, thanks to you guys, we are about 35% growth year over year, year to date. And actually, we're through the end of September, and we don't even have sales through the end of September yet. So it would be, it wouldn't be a bad investment. I'm not asking for investments, but if I was on the NASDAQ or the, S&P 500, it wouldn't be a bad investment. It would not be a bad investment. And that's all thanks to you guys, because, I couldn't do any of this without you guys. We could make all these fun, amazing products. And then if there was no one to buy them, then, well, it just, sorry about that. Let me just tighten that a little bit. Yeah. Okay. So let me see. Dawn's late joining. You're excited about the new release. Thank you, Dawn. I'm very excited as well. You can go back and watch the replay. Let's see. What did Amy say? Oh, Amy's like the die cut extraordinaire. She knows all the die cut things. Oh my gosh, Layle, hold on. Sorry, friends. Just let me fix that. It's just off center. So are we good there? I think so. I won't touch it anymore. I'll just stand crooked. How about that? Let's see. Thank you, Ms. L. Yeah, 35%. I'm pretty proud of that. We should all be proud of that, because you guys you're a big part of that, obviously. Let me see. Let's see. Somebody I was answering something. Oh, another tip. Amy said you can die cut in white and ink them with a cord. Hopefully I didn't just lose you guys. That was our older son, Jack. So hopefully I didn't lose you. Let's see. Brenda said it's a cute layout. I know, isn't it? Brenda, the solution, you know what? It was let's put our heads together and figure out what will work. So I'm just glad that you guys didn't have to email me and say, Layle, I don't know if you knew this, but yeah, so much better to find the solution before you guys have to tell me. So yes. Debbie said, wow, you just keep upping the game. Love all of these. Thank you. We're just having so much fun. We're having so much fun coming up with new ideas. I will tell you, we have we already have all the dies and stamps done for November. We have a really big something really cool coming in November for 2026. That all of those there's just a lot of things, and we're at the point now where we're able to work ahead, and that is because I have an amazing team. I have an amazing team, and Amy helps to keep it all together. Because I just say, let's do this, let's do this, let's do this, and then she figures out how to make it all happen. So. But yeah, lots of fun, great things coming. And we don't want to talk about what's coming because we're talking about what's here now, right? All the fun things here now. Amanda said it's hard to not order all the things to do all the things. I agree with you, Amanda, and I realize that everyone only has limited budget. One of the nice things, if you don't know about my stamps and dies, is that the majority of them are evergreen, meaning they don't ever retire. Now, because of some things that are happening in November for 2026, we will retire some of the older stamp sets that have been around maybe 4 years. Not all of them, but just some of them. So that lets us kind of keep continuing to bring out new ones as far as investing goes. But most of the stamps and dies are evergreen. And what I mean when I say evergreen, they don't go out of style. They are stamps and dies that I continue to use in my projects, that I continue to use on our Saturday listing sessions. And because there are new people always coming and finding me, it makes sense to continue to reorder those stamps and dies. So just all of that to say, don't panic. Don't panic if it's not in your budget now. These will be around for a while. And when I say a while, more than 6 months, more than a year, they will be out there for a while. So, do what you need to do and spend where you need to spend. Just know that you don't have to panic because they'll be here. They'll be here. Mimi said, I will need to add to my existing order. If you already have an order that you have placed, and there's a lot that's come out, you guys. I know some of you have orders for your December documented mini book project kit. Those start shipping on the 22nd of September. And so your order is waiting for that. Some of you have ordered Vicky's new Curiosities in Willow Grove collection. Amazing. If you have not seen that, amazing. You need to go to my website now and click on what's new and see all of the amazing new products Vicky has come out with. So some of you have orders for those that just released on Friday. And then also just released on Friday, 6 new Tim Holtz mini distress oxide sets. So there are lots of orders out there right now. If you have already placed one and you would like us to add to your order, you can do two things. One of two things. You can shoot me an email at laylebymail@gmail.com. Let me know what you want to add. We can add that on the back end and then email you an invoice to pay. Or you can place a separate order. If you place a separate order, you will get charged shipping again. Some of you have placed multiple orders. When the team goes to ship your orders, they will put everything in a box, they will weigh it all together, and then they will refund any shipping differences. So if you have 5 orders, and some of you do, that's okay, no judging, then they will refund all of the shipping charges with the exception of the most expensive one. Unless you've got a lot, then it'll be the difference. So those are your two choices. You can do whichever works for you. The team is really good about that. It takes extra time for them to do that, but I just said, you know what, you guys, we're not going to stop doing that, at least for a while, because I know me, if I know I don't have to pay shipping again, I want to shop more. So that's what we're doing. Let's see. Tabitha, thank you, Tabitha. I'm so glad. She said, beautiful products, Layle. Mary Peck loves this release. Thank you. Brenda said, congratulations. That is great growth. It is, Brenda. Thank you. Not like I said, I couldn't do it without you guys, for sure. Question, Tabitha said, when can we see a flip through of December documented? It is done. I have a flip through scheduled for Monday, what's today? Monday the 22nd. So I'll do something just like this the night of Monday the 22nd. We'll do a full flip through. You'll see the kit, but it is all done and ready to start shipping on the 22nd. So that's the plan. I am headed out of town this Wednesday to teach an event, get home Sunday. So that is our plan. Watch for an email later this week letting you know about the flip through on Monday the 22nd. Great question, Tabitha. Karen, thanks for the reminder. Thumbs up, friends. If you are still here, I would love a thumbs up. That is super helpful when it comes to the algorithm, so people can find us. Virginia, congrats for all the fun things. Thank you. And you're working on your order for Conroe. Yes. Amanda said, maybe a design team member someday. Who knows? You know what? Here's the thing. There will be another design team call in November. So if that's something that you are interested in applying for, watch for an email in November about applying for the design team and what I'm looking for and how to apply. Dina 3090, I know. She said, I wish you would stop coming up with wonderful products so I don't have to buy it. Like I said, you guys, I know, we all have budgets, but products will be around for a while. So don't panic buy. And I really mean that. I don't want you to panic buy. They will be here. So my product's not going away. Let's see. Amy said they make great Christmas gifts too. You can add them to a wish list and give it to family and friends. It's a great point, Amy. You guys, on my website, on every product, there's a little button that says add to wish list. You can have a wish list on my website, and if you're logged in, then you can always see it. But that wish list, you can keep track of when you get birthday money or something, you can go and, go to your wish list. But you can also send an email. You can send a link to your friends and family of your wish list. So that's a really easy way. It's almost like a registry, right? Send an email to people and say, hey, you always ask what I want for Christmas. Here's a little link to the wish list on someone's website that I love her products. All right, let's see. Do I have gift cards? Amanda, I do. Yep, gift cards. Just go to laylebymail.com and search gift card. They're in denominations, I think, 25, 50, and 100. Great question. 2 orders in now. Carol said, good to know, shipping may be refunded. Yeah, team is really good about that. That's now part of their standard operating procedure. Oh, look who just hopped up to join us. He wants me to be done. Say, Reggie says, be done, Mama, be done. Where was I? Oh yeah, that's part of their standard operating procedure. I've got cat hair in my mouth. When the team is getting ready to ship your order, they always check to make sure that you don't have more than one. So just so you know. Little ad in the chat. All right, guys, I think we're ready. I think we're good. All right. Amanda said we need an already bought list. Okay, so Amanda, if you are logged in on the website, then you can go in and see your orders. All right, that is the closest it can get to an already bought list. You can go in and see your orders. I've had a request a number of times. I just need to do this. It just to give you like a PDF that you could download of all my products in alphabetical order, and then you could make your list, check things off. Which, yes, we just need to do that. It'll happen, because you're not the first one who's asked for that. I know. You're also probably not the first one who has ordered the same product twice. It happens. I do it too. All right, you guys, I think we are good to go. We good? All right, so all of those products in stock, shipping now, everything I've showed you, with the exception of this guy, right? So if you ordered this, then just know it's going to take a couple more days because we're waiting for this freebie now to go with this. Again, even if you didn't order the dies, you're still getting that freebie because we don't know. One day down the road, you could order the dies and then 4 of those stamps would not coordinate with the dies. So you're getting that. It's a stamp, right? It's just, it's not done yet. If you're not sure what I'm talking about, go back and watch and you'll hear the funny story. Not funny. Now it's funny. When I discovered it, not funny. Stress, but all good. All right, friends. Thank you. We are not listing this Saturday because I am traveling and teaching. We will be listing again the last Saturday of the month, which is Saturday, September 27th. We're listing that afternoon, 2 p.m. Pacific time, because Vicki is coming to see me next week, Tuesday through Saturday, and I got to take her to the airport on Saturday. I won't send her an Uber, so we're listing later on Saturday. Yeah, I think that's all, friends. I'm going to go eat dinner and go get an email out now. I got to get an email out. It's all ready to go. I just have to hit send with the new release. So thanks for joining me tonight, you guys. Have a wonderful rest of your week. And if I don't see you, some of you I'll see this weekend at the Ready, Set, Create event. But if I don't see you here on the interwebs for the next little while, I hope to see you around sometime soon. Take care. Bye. Don't step on the cat as I walk around. Bye, friends.